I'm Ted Wiga, and this is Culinary Corner at WYE the Network. Tonight we're going to be talking about something that you might not think you know how to do. That's where our very own Chef John comes in. Chef John is going to show us how to make something that comes in these containers. We all recognize this, don't we? This is called an oyster pail, which interestingly enough is also what we call Chinese takeout containers, but they cannot be found in China. They are most commonly found in the United States, and they did indeed start as a pail with a little handle that you could carry, which is kind of interesting. Nowadays, you'll see the kind that does not have a metal handle, the kind that you can easily pop into your microwave, and they're wax lined or plastic lined, and they keep your food nice and hot and keep it fresh for when you get home or when the delivery arrives. Tonight we're going to be doing vegetable fried rice, and as you all know, fried rice comes in many varieties: pork fried rice, chicken fried rice, beef fried rice. Tonight Chef John is going to show us how to do a very quick and very easy vegetable fried rice with a balsamic reduction. Very simple, very quick, as Chef John will show us.
So tonight we'll be cooking a vegetable fried rice with balsamic reduction. There is a few cuisines that I like. One of them in particular is Chinese. The reason I like Chinese, it comes from a story of mine, if you want to put it, from when my cousin and I went to this one Chinese joint they had around my city, the city of Cremona, where I used to live in Italy. We just decided to go. I never had Chinese before that, and I tell you, since then, I always loved it. Now, fried rice is a traditional Chinese dish, if you want to put it, that is made with cold rice and ingredients from the day before. The Chinese people, they make it with leftovers, from what I understand. And it's also very versatile. As long as you have some cold jasmine rice that you stored in your fridge, or you have from the day before, or you cooked it the same day and it cooled down, you can make fried rice. The ingredients you add in it afterwards all depends on you. So, let's start cooking this dish. Before that, let me wash my hands. Alright, let's start cooking this. Alright, so to cook our fried rice, what we need right here are 2 cups of pre-cooked and cooled jasmine rice, a half a cup of diced carrot, a half a cup of diced zucchini, a half a cup of diced lombardo or bell pepper, a half a cup of diced spring onion or green onion, 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of minced ginger, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This right here, these 3 ingredients are for our balsamic reduction. So we have 1/4 of a cup of balsamic vinegar, a few sprigs of rosemary, and 3 cloves of garlic that I just peeled out, smashed up, placed them in here. Over here I have some vegetable oil. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of this. And right here I have some sesame oil. Sesame oil is very potent, so you don't want to really use too much in your dish or else it's going to overpower it. So I'm going to be using a half a teaspoon of this. Alright, let's move to the stove and let's start this dish. Alright, so I have this small pan right here. I'm going to start the heat on this. I want the heat at about medium. What I want to do next, I'm going to pour in here this balsamic vinegar together with my garlic, and I'm going to place in here these sprigs of rosemary. Now, all I want to do, I want to let this warm up slowly and let this balsamic vinegar reduce until it reaches a syrupy type consistency. So, let's wait for that to happen. Alright, so I kept reducing this balsamic vinegar until I'm left with this nice syrup right here. What I want to do now is just want to discard from here the garlic and the rosemary. And we're going to keep this reduction because what we're going to do with it at the end while we finish cooking is we're going to just drizzle this reduction on top of our rice. All right, let's set this aside and let's start cooking the fried rice right here.
Hi, I'm Ted Wiga for Culinary Corner at WYE the Network, and today we are in beautiful downtown Calistoga, right on Lincoln Avenue, which is just like Main Street in every other city in America. It's a great little town, beautiful little stores, and as you know, or maybe you don't, Calistoga is in Napa Valley, California, which is the heart of the wine industry in Northern California. We are at the Calistoga Olive Oil Company today. We're going to be talking with the owner, Jamie Anzalone, about olive oil, but we're also going to be talking about vinegar because, as you know, olive oil, vinegar, they kind of go together. So, Jamie, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming in.
You've got a great little store here. I love absolutely everything you have in here.
Yes.
I noticed that you've got a lot of products, of course, because we're at the olive oil company. You've got a lot of products that are focused on olive oil, including olive oil.
Yes.
I noticed that this olive oil comes, I'm assuming, from Stag's Leap.
It does, the region.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So, can you tell us, just before we get to some vinegar,
Yeah.
tell us about some of the products you have. I noticed you have soaps and lotions and
Absolutely.
all sorts of things. Tell us.
Well, you know,
what this is.
being here in the Napa Valley, we're blessed to have plenty of wine influences. But what comes along with that are luxurious items such as extra virgin olive oils, bath and beauty products, books. And that's what we purvey to the visitor. We give them something new to enjoy while they're here in the Napa Valley other than wine. And we really feature on our extra virgin olive oils that we produce from small lots in wineries, estate properties, and grape groves.
Great. Okay. So this is actually your olive oil,
This is.
and you bottle it. You do the whole process from beginning to end.
Yeah, what I do is I work deals with the local farmers at the wineries and estate properties, and we harvest the olives from their property. When it comes to harvest, my crew then goes in and harvests the olives from them. We gently take them up to the mill, and we work with the local mill to mill them into extra virgin olive oil.
Oh, great. Okay. So how do we get from olive oil products to bath and beauty products? You want to give us an idea
Absolutely.
of what we have here?
Yeah, and this is a line of bath and beauty products that I source from an organic olive farm in Marin.
Okay.
And, you know, olive oil is not just for the kitchen. It's great for all purposes, you know, health, beauty, culinary. And with the beauty line is it's really great to moisturize. It's great to break down all those nasty oils in your skin. It's just really nourishing and refreshing product.
Okay. And I would imagine too, because the base is olives, so I would imagine that there's some moisturizing, how do you say that? Moisturizing properties, thank you.
Yes.
That help your skin as well. So
Absolutely.
these types of products really give you just an overall, not just clean feeling, but really a healthy feeling as well, right?
Because you do benefit from absorbing that health qualities of extra virgin olive oil in your skin, in addition to moisturizing.
Great. And so all of these products you said come from where?
And an organic olive farm on McAvoy Ranch.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. And we've got everything here from lotions to scrubs to, it looks like body
We got
oil.
the body oils, we got these wonderful butters that's new that just came out.
Great. Okay.
Absolutely.
So if we come back over here, I believe we've got some soaps from the same.
You do, yeah, this is
company?
how pretty much we have the little travel size opportunities here for folks who want to gift give, and we got a bunch of their soaps. That's kind of how the business started as olive oil soap and expanded in all the different lines.
Great. Okay.
You know.
And I see some candles here too.
Yeah, we got the soy candles, soy-based
Okay.
candles.
Wow. Amazing. So then right beside this, we have our balsamic vinegar.
We do.
So tell us a little bit about vinegar. First of all, what is vinegar?
Well, in my store here, the vinegar that we import is from Mona, Italy. And balsamic vinegar is where they take the juice from Lambrusca or Trebbiano grapes. And they, when the grapes are ripe, they press the juice from there. And they take the juice as well as, they take the juice as well as the must, and they kind of cook it in a slow roaster until it's about 50% of the quantity. After that, they take that same juice and they extract it from the must and they age it in barrels. Traditionally, this happens in the little town in the attics of where the people live.
Oh, interesting.
And it'll start off as a barrel like this size,
Okay.
a 55, 60 gallon barrel. And then over the 15 to 18 year period, the balsamic vinegar evaporates. And then it gets more denser and richer and fuller flavor. It starts to pick up the nice nuances of the wood that they use, the cherry, the oak, the cedar. And as the quantities reduce in the barrel, they put it in smaller barrels. And eventually the 60 gallon barrel will probably be about maybe 20 gallons in a month.
Wow, okay. Now my California mother, she either makes vinegar now or did make vinegar, and she starts with a product called Mother. What is that?
The Mother is a like a mold that kind of starts turning the wine bad into vinegar.
Okay.
And that's what it is. And you know, vinegar producers protect their mothers like no other.
Yes.
You know, in the natural world, mothers protect their children, but the vinegar producers protect their mothers. And it's really true to the place that they live in. It really affects the quality of the product.
How does that Mother come to be?
It's just a natural forming mold that comes in from the region.
Okay.
And it kind of ferments inside the grape juice.
Okay, so region to region, you deal with different mothers. As I understand it, Mother is also passed down through generations.
Yes, very much so.
Which I find so fascinating. So
Yeah.
you can use the same Mother over and over again?
You can.
Does Mother make more Mother?
They will. It'll expand into more, absolutely.
Okay.
You can start off with like I remember one time I bought a bottle of vinegar from somewhere, and there was a Mother in the bottom of it.
Okay.
And at first I thought, oh, what is this moldy thing in there that's in the bottom of vinegar? And I showed it to them, and they're like, wow, that's a special treat. You usually don't get that.
Okay,
And
so
then
did
you-
you say that?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
I let that Mother go.
So with vinegars then, so if we also use grapes to make wine, of course.
Yes, we do.
So do we have any alcoholic content when it comes to vinegars?
With these, no.
Okay,
No.
so vinegar in general is alcohol-free.
Alcohol-free.
Okay, so safeties for everything. pretty
Absolutely.
much. So with regard to vinegar, we use it mostly in cooking. I don't see any vinegar soap or anything like that.
No.
So why is that? Because the properties are different, because it's just not a cleaning agent?
It wouldn't be a clean agent. It's really sticky and thick, and
And it's a little acidic,
it
right?
has a little acidity.
Okay, so, and which is what we like when we mix it with olive oil, because it gives us that little oomph
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
we have it in our salad.
It sure does.
Okay,
It sure does.
so what about your vinegars? I believe you mentioned your vinegars come from Italy,
They do.
okay? How did they get here?
Well, I have when I opened up the store, it was tough, I was really wanting to do California vinegar.
Strictly
Yeah.
California products.
Yeah, and what I quickly learned was that no one in America does these. So, I reached out to my fellow olive oil producers who've been in the business for a while and found one who went over to Italy in the 1970s. And they met the family who produces this.
Okay.
And they kind of worked a deal with them and said, we're growing olives, we're making olive oil, we want to import your balsamic vinegar. So since the 70s, they've been importing balsamic vinegar from this family directly.
This same family?
This same family
Wow.
makes it, yeah.
Okay.
And the funny thing about it is I'm really big about place. I love to know where my products are coming from.
Yeah.
And I asked my guy, like, where does this come from? And he's like, that's my trade secret. I can't share it with you. And I was like, ugh. So after a year of buying this product, we went through a lot. Bought one barrel, bought another barrel, we sell a ton of it. When I ordered another barrel, Robbie said to me, your dream just came true. I called up the family, and they want to know where all this balsamic vinegar is going in the United States. They love their product, they want to make sure it's going somewhere reputable. So he had to introduce them to me.
Okay, great.
So now what I learned is they're part of the consortium of Modena.
Okay.
And so what we do basically is, I call Robbie calls them up, and they arrange to get a bunch of balsamic vinegar sent over.
And does it come in these cases?
No, it's not as romantic as that. These.
Good way of putting that.
Yeah.
That's interesting, because I think when people hear about vinegar, they do see these cast barrels
They do.
as part of the process.
Yeah.
And I do think there's that romantic notion about it, and that understanding that, this is the way it's always been for years, and that
Yeah.
Somehow people believe that technology moves everything else forward except vinegar production, which is still done in these barrels.
Yeah, it is. No, they ship it over, it's shipped over in 400-gallon containers.
Okay.
Which are food grade.
Okay, so 400-gallon containers. We go from that to this, how? So you have, it comes into a warehouse somewhere for you?
Well, no, it comes right from San Luis Obispo. They
Okay.
truck it up here. I pull my forklift up, I load it from the truck, I bring it right into this building here, and then we pump it from the, I get it in 60-gallon barrels.
Okay.
I usually get 4 of them at a time.
All right.
And then I pump it out from the barrel into my filler machine into these fun little packages to go home.
Okay, so now I noticed that this olive oil is this vinegar is a little bit different. Most vinegar we see balsamic vinegar, red wine vinegar, different types of vinegar.
Yeah.
This I see is infused. Is that the
this-
correct way
yeah.
to say that?
Yeah, the one in the middle is what we bring in from Italy. This is the Cascade
Okay.
balsamic vinegar.
Okay, so that's just your plain balsamic vinegar. There's no infusion, no flavor added
Pure
to it.
natural, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to be getting some of that today.
Awesome, I recommend it. The other two that we have is our blackberry and our pomegranate.
And how does the blackberry and the pomegranate get in there? And how does that add to the experience of balsamic vinegar in general?
Absolutely. What we do is we take the balsamic vinegar and portion of what we bring in the United States here. Fortunately, being in California, we have really great quality blackberries. So we take fresh blackberries, we puree them up, so it's big pulpy. We put a portion of those in with the balsamic vinegar and let them get to know each other like the same.
Okay.
Once the flavor commingles with the balsamic vinegar, we strain off all those little particulates from the blackberries, and that's what we have.
How long does that process normally take?
That's what proprietary secret.
Okay, all right, good. Okay, that's all right. I'm not going to push for that. I'll ask you this though: is the time period for blackberry the same as the time period for pomegranate, or is there a difference?
Pretty much about the same.
About the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the same process too with pomegranates. We just squish up really good quality pomegranates, blend it into its right flavor profile, let them get to know each other, and then strain it away.
Okay. So the fruit you use does come from California?
It does.
Okay. Then you mix that in and you fuse it and you've got this great flavor. How does that change the flavor profile of the vinegar itself? Do we get more of a blackberry flavor? Do we get more of a pomegranate flavor?
Well,
Or is that still, that bite of a balsamic, is that still there?
it's still there, definitely. You definitely still get that nice, what's really popular about balsamic vinegar is the acidity and how it lifts your palate. You still get that, but on top of that layer, you get kind of a contrast of the sweetness of the blackberry or the pomegranate.
Okay, so I can see how that would work with a lot of dishes, salads especially, just get that little extra layer of flavor in there. Okay, so out of the vinegar that you offer, your favorite is the plain Cascade?
I love the Cascade balsamic vinegar a lot. I think it's just really pure, really natural. It's good flavor. When you enjoy it on its own, you can literally taste the wood tones that are in there. You can taste the wine grape. It's really nice.
Okay, and are you, I know in a lot of restaurants, they just put vinegar and oil on the table, dip your bread in it. Are you that guy? Do you like that instead of butter?
Oh yeah,
When you're out?
absolutely. Especially now that I have an olive oil store, I like to taste the olive oil that's being poured in the dish. I like to see the quality of the balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, there's a really clean flavor when you mix them together in that, you know, just with the bread in the bowl there.
Absolutely.
Okay. So when I want to go buy balsamic vinegar, right? If I'm not lucky enough to be right down the street from you, how do I as a consumer want to buy vinegar, and how do I know what is good vinegar when I just go into the regular grocery store?
Well, you know your source. You know, try to find a place that's well educated on the product that they're selling, that you are truly getting true balsamic vinegar. Because unfortunately, as with all our luxurious goods, you can get misled.
Okay.
Another great way is to go on our website and order it right there, because then you'll get some really good.
Great, and we'll make sure that people have your web address as well as your phone number in case they have some questions. So if I'm in a grocery store and we've all been to that department where they have the vinegar right next to the olive oil, how does that labeling tell us what is true balsamic vinegar?
You want to look for something that's from the town of Modena,
Okay.
and then carries a traditional standard on there.
Okay, and is there a content percentage, like with alcohol? There's when you buy vodka, there's a certain percentage of alcohol. Is there something similar that works with balsamic vinegar?
They will list the acid on there,
Okay.
and usually lower, even though it's lower acid is what you're looking for.
The lower the acid, the better the flavor.
Like 0.04 is usually where you want to be.
Okay, great. So I buy balsamic vinegar. I'm going to take it home. Where do I put it?
Cool, dark place is just fine.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be. Don't store it in the refrigerator. It doesn't need to go in your deepest dark part of your counter. As long as it's cool and dark, it's just fine.
Okay.
Closed container.
And I think most of us think that balsamic vinegar lasts forever. Is that true?
Well, this is already oxidized. It's been oxidizing for 18 years in the barrels and everything in Italy, so it's not going to really go back.
Okay.
It's about, actually, I sold a case of balsamic vinegar saying it was going to age it.
Okay, so we know when when wine goes bad, it starts having that vinegar flavor to it.
Yeah.
So when vinegar goes bad, is there a way that we can tell that it's gone bad?
It would just not taste pleasant.
Okay.
You lose all the pleasant flavors, maybe pick up a bad odor. One of the things nice about vinegar is because of that acidity, it's hard for things to grow in there.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
That's good to know as well. Okay, so I think I'm just about ready to buy some vinegar here.
Okay, great.
So thank you so much, Jamie.
Thank you.
Anything else that you want to share with our viewers about vinegar in general? Any rules of thumb?
Drizzle over everything.
Okay.
It'll make it good.
There you go. There you go. Buy some good olive oil to go with it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to say goodbye over here, and I'll meet you at the register.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
In a minute.
Awesome.
So there we have it. Vinegar, olive oil. It's like peanut butter and jelly. You can't have one without the other, really. And balsamic vinegar by itself, definitely a flavor profile that you want to experience if you have not already. So things you want to keep in mind. Vinegar, you want to make sure if you're buying it not from Calistoga Olive Oil Company and Jamie, if you're not buying it here, if you do not have a vinegar person in your town, if you're just buying it from a regular grocery store, you want to make sure it's from Modena, if that's possible, and you want to make sure that it has a lower acidic content, so that like 0.04% acid. The lower the acid, the better the flavor. When you get it home, you want to store it in a cool, dark place. Doesn't have to be in the refrigerator. Doesn't have to be buried in the back of your counter. Just a cool, dark place. And vinegar that is aged properly and oxidized during that process will last pretty much forever. So there you have it. I can't wait to get some of this home and make a nice fresh spinach salad tonight. Maybe a little bit of feta cheese on top. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us here at Culinary Corner at WYE the Network. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to start cooking our fried rice, and I have this wok here on the stove warming up on high heat. You want to get your wok or your skillet, if you don't have a skillet, screaming hot. So you see how it's starting to smoke here? So we're going to start adding 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil to this wok. After that, we're going to add our ginger and our garlic. Now we're gonna let this garlic fry in here for about 30 seconds or so. Just to let this oil flavor up with this ginger and with this garlic. Actually, a little bit less than 30 seconds. Only about done by right now. I would go 10 seconds at max. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna start adding in our vegetables. So, let's add our carrots, our zucchini, lombardo pepper, and our green onion. Alright, now, just want to stir fry all this until these vegetables become nice and soft and translucent. Just give it like 3 to 5 minutes. Alright, so I sauteed my vegetables. They're nice and translucent, nice and soft. What I want to do next, I want to add in this wok these 2 cups of cold jasmine rice. Alright, I want to just break this rice apart and stir fry it along with all these vegetables for a couple minutes. Alright, now that we stir fried our rice, what we want to do, just want to add that half a teaspoon of sesame oil. And again, give it a nice stir up. That's good enough. Alright, final touch. We're going to add the soy sauce in here. Excuse me while I'm thinking sesame oil and I got caught up with my words. Add your soy sauce and stir fry until you get a nice brown color on all this rice. Okay, so I'm going to finish stir frying my rice here. And then we are done. We're going to plate this up and we're going to show you the finished product. Alright, so we plated it up and here we go. Our vegetable fried rice with balsamic reduction. A twist of mine on Chinese fried rice, if you want to put it. This is a recipe that I just decided to invent one night when I had some jasmine rice in my fridge from the day before. I decided to cook a fried rice recipe, but with a little bit of a twist, like I said, by including some fresh organic vegetables from my garden. This is all the time we have for tonight. Hope you try this dish out with your family and friends. Till next time, enjoy.
Thank you, Chef John, for showing us such an easy way, quick and easy way, to make our own fried rice, vegetable fried rice. Doesn't take a lot of knowledge, it just takes the right ingredients and the right recipe, and boom, 20 minutes you can have this on your table. So next time you have a craving for vegetable fried rice, or pork fried rice, chicken fried rice, or beef fried rice, instead of calling for one of these, which I have to admit is very quick and easy, but in 20 minutes you can have your own homemade vegetable fried rice with balsamic reduction on your table for your family to enjoy. I'm going for this. Saying goodbye to these. So thank you for joining us tonight. We are grateful to have spent time with you, and we look forward to seeing you again on the next edition of Culinary Corner at WYE the Network. If you would like tonight's recipe, if you would like to suggest a recipe, or if you would like to be on a future episode of Culinary Corner at WYE the Network, please send us an email to WYEthenetwork at wyenterprises.com. It should be right there just about now. So, we'll see you next time when we meet you on the corner, the Culinary Corner on WYE the Network. Bye. Okay, so I've got my vinegar and my olive oil. We have had such good time with Jamie Anzalone. Thank you again so much.
Thank you very much.
He's the owner of Calistoga Olive Oil Company. I gotta tell you too, little secret, not too many people know about this. Free shipping on orders over $100. How cool is that? So thank you so much for joining us. We are grateful, as always, to have time with you. And we will see you next time when you meet us on the corner, the Culinary Corner, right here at WYE the Network. Bye.